replacement prayer service. One who missed davening Shmona Esrei should make up by davening 2 Shmona Esres during the next Tefillah service. Tashlumim. For example, she missed Shacharis. She should daven 2 Shmona Esres on Mincha. Okay, so let's give a little preview, right? So we said that technically women not obligated to pray Shmona Esrei, but preferably they should, right? Because why? Because this Shmona Esrei that they connect with a specific prayer. They connect with the Shacharis, right? Shacharis, you're allowed to morning prayer to pray only up to a certain time. Let's say the most lenient opinion is by the noon, right? And Mincha, you're allowed to pray also, right, up to the certain time, right? So, and we said before that all of the mitzvahs that are connected to time, women are not obligated to do. But as we said before, so women accept it upon themselves to pray at least twice a day, right? At least once, but of course twice is better, right? So twice, meaning Shacharis and Mincha, right? And of course we said if she has time, if she has to take care of the babies and the husband and I don't know what, so she's not obligated. But if she has time, she should pray twice a day. So now what happens? She missed Shacharis for whatever reason, right? Baby was sick, this and that, so no time to pray Shacharis. So if it happened because of some circumstances, not because of your fault, not because she pushed away and procrastinated, no, it was some circumstances. So now we allow her and men as well, right? So to do this compensatory prayer. So meaning what? That you pray 2 Shmona Esrei during the next prayer. So if you miss Shacharis, so during the Mincha, you pray first the Mincha of regular Mincha, and then you start. You have Shmona. You pray Shmona Esrei regular, and then right after that you start Shmona Esrei for Shacharis. So always remember that first you pray the prayer that you're obligated now, not in the morning. So on the morning replacement prayer is actually the second one. Okay. So continue. Okay. Yes.
Quick question.
Please go ahead.
Does that apply to the men as well?
Yes.
Let's say he did Shachrit, but he missed Mincha. So does he do the double or on a week?
Marif. Yes, exactly. But again, it was not because he decided to look. I don't have time now. I'm going to pray two prayers later on. That's not the case. The case is that it was like he was held up in traffic somewhere. He was going home and he would come on time at home, but it was huge traffic, huge accident. He got stuck and he could not pray. So even in this case, I'm just saying, you can get out of your car, like a pull off, right? And then you can pray and then continue traveling. Yeah, you understand? But if you missed so in these circumstances, so you miss Mincha, you do Marif, you miss Marif, you pray 2 Shmona Esres on Shacharis. So it goes like that. Go ahead.
Okay, one other thing you said on the special prayers, like the ones for where we say the prayer for healing. If we want to put somebody's name in there, do we say it out loud, or we just put it in the back of our minds? Like say,
you say out loud. You say out loud, but out loud as the rest of the Shmonas, so you can hear yourself. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So and not even one person. As I said, I have maybe 10 or 15 people that pray daily for their recovery. You understand? So that's normal. That's not a big deal, right? So you say as many people that you want to add to your list. There is no restriction. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, no problem. So let's continue. Very good question. So okay, so here is very interesting. Next sentence: a woman who missed mincha and wants to make up for it should daven 2 shmona esrei on Mariv, right? Despite the fact that she generally does not daven Mariv. Okay, so we said that women accepted upon themselves only 2 prayers, not the third. Men obligated to pray this night prayer, Mariv or Aravit, whatever you call it. It's exactly the same thing, right? So women usually don't pray this Mariv prayer, but now since she wants to compensate for missing mincha, so she's allowed to pray Mariv. So technically, women can add things. Nobody's stopping them. Nobody's stopping them, but it should not be in expense of other things that she's obligated to do. That's like she has to find. Every woman must find this perfect balance. It should not be in expense of your family, right? She cannot neglect her children, her husband, and read sacrifices every morning. Okay. Continue. A woman who does usually daven Mariv, but misses reciting in one night, is not obligated. That's a very interesting thing. To make up for the next morning at Shacharis, since davening Mariv is not obligation upon her. That's a very interesting thing. So let's say she wants to, as everything, like if you decided to do some things, whatever you decided, let's say add some mitzvah, right? So you always have to say bli neder. So meaning bli neder, meaning I don't want to take an obligation upon myself. It's not obligatory. I'm going to do as I can do bli neder maybe 10 years bli neder. So it's not my obligation. Obligation meaning that if you did something three times, you must continue doing it. It's like a neder. It's like you make an oath that you're going to continue doing this. And so let's say a woman did this Mariv, right? She decided to pray Mariv. So she had time. I don't know, it was a winter. It was very convenient. Now it's summer. It's not so convenient, let's say, right? Because the day is longer. So Mariv is pushing back to the later time. It's not convenient. So even if she missed the Mariv, right, she's not obligated to compensate during the Shacharis. Why? Because she was not obligated to begin with. But men, of course, since men are obligated to pray Mariv, so they would have to compensate on the next day. So maybe the example with Mariv would be like maybe the person came from work, maybe did not sleep during the night and went to work like tired very much and decided, let me rest maybe 2-3 hours and I get up and I'm going to eat and pray Mariv. And guess what? And the next time he opened the eyes, it's 6 in the morning, next day. Very possible. Okay. So in this case, he's obligated to pray to Shmona Esrei and Shacharis. But women, since she's not obligated, so she was not obligated to pray Mariv to begin with. So she's not obligated to pray compensatory prayer. Continue. Woman who could not daven Shacharis or Mincha because she was occupied with her children does not need to make up for it at the next Tefillah Soros. That's very important, as we said before. So we said since those prayers are connected with time, right, bound to time, so she's not obligated to any mitzvah that is bound to time. Okay, so if she was doing other things that she must do as a woman, women have different obligations from men, right? So she's not obligated to compensate anything. Okay, whenever one davens 2 Shmona Esrei for the purpose of making up for one that was missed, the first one is considered current tefillah, and the second one is tashlumim. one must have in mind while davening. So it's very important. So it's very, very, very important, right? It's a Shulchan Aruch 108. When a person would bring a sacrifice, right, in a Beis Hamikdash, so he has to explain a coin, right, who would accept this sacrifice, why he's bring this sacrifice and this and that, and the coin who would bring sacrifice must have in mind that this sacrifice is from that person. If person did not have in mind to I don't know, whatever he had zero in mind, so this sacrifice is not going to be anything for him, right? So it's not going to atone for any sin, right? So that's very, very important when praying these Shmoneh Esrei, since they, instead of sacrifices, to keep in mind. So first one is a regular one, whatever. Let's say person missed Shacharis, so she's now Mincha. She's praying Mincha now she finished Shmoneh Esrei for Mincha. Now she goes to Shmoneh Esrei for Shacharis. So whatever is current is take the precedence always. I think it's that's the formula that we should remember. Are there any exceptions? I don't know. I cannot think of any exceptions. Usually that's more important. Continue. The two Shmoneh Esrei are always identical. The Shmoneh Esrei recited is the one from the current time frame. For example, one who missed Mincha on Friday afternoon, daven two Shmoneh Esrei, both of them Friday night Mariv. Likewise, it's very interesting. So it's very interesting, very, very important. So we go by the current Shmoneh Esrei. Whatever is current Shmoneh Esrei, so the second one, even though we tried compensatory, so it must be exactly the same. What is it? What is the example? It's perfect example. So on Friday afternoon is a regular weekday, so we pray a regular Shmoneh Esrei, right? But on Mariv, there is special Shmoneh Esrei for Friday night, different, very different. So we do not pray already like Friday afternoon prayer. That's it. It's gone. So that's it. But we pray to Friday night Shmoneh Esrei. Okay. Likewise, ones who missed Mincha on Shabbos afternoon downs to Mariv on muktzeh Shabbos, both from the weekday Mariv Shmoneh Esrei. So it's okay. So next example, it's first one was going from the weekday to Shabbos, and now we're going from Shabbos to the weekday. So person missed Mincha on Shabbos, and especially I would say especially it's simple. It's very simple to miss Mincha in the winter, right? So when Mincha would be like 4 p.m. For 10 p.m. and something like this week. So very, very early. So person, I don't know, he ate a lot or she ate a lot, took a little nap, and that's it. It's gone. So they missed Mincha, right? Very simply. So in this case, they would need to pray two prayers on Mariv, but Mariv is already after Shabbos. Shabbos is over, so they pray double weekly prayer. Okay, continue. This is also relevant when deciding whether or not to say Yalla v'Yova, Sim Sholom, and Sholom Rav. So Yalla v'Yova is we say on let's say on holidays or on Rosh Chodesh, let's say, right? So Rosh Chodesh, let's say tonight is Rosh Chodesh. If person missed today Mincha, so it was not Rosh Chodesh. So now a person is going to pray twice, right? Two Shmoneh Esrei, and say that today is Rosh Chodesh. Okay.